Hi, hello friends, welcome to my new video. In this video, I am going to show you how to implement this project. In the last video, I already explained you what we are going to do in this project. In this video, I am going to show you how to set up the servers for this project. Let's get started. For this project, what I am going to do now is I'm using the AWS as a cloud provider. Here, what I'm going to do now, I'm just creating a one Jenkins server. First, click on launch instance. Here I'm giving the name called Jenkins. That's fine. I am using the Ubuntu. Then instance type I am using the T2 medium or more than that. T2 medium I'm going to using. Select the PEM key. And here network I'm selecting all. Selecting all the port is not a best practice. Just for a practicing purpose I'm doing. You need to configure the each and every ports and security groups also. In a storage I'm giving the 16. So okay, that's it. Just click on launch instance. If you want to provide any user data, you can provide. Now I'm going to show in a practically how you can do. Now my instance is running. Now I'm going to connect to that instance and installing the Jenkins in that machine. Okay, just connecting. Now you can see it is going to connect to the server. Now I connected to the my Jenkins server. Now I'm going to install a Jenkins in that. For that, what I'm going to do is go to the internet. Just click on install Jenkins in Linux in Ubuntu. Click on the link. Click on the Jenkins official page. Here you need to choose the operating system installing Jenkins, whether you are going to install in a Docker, in a Kubernetes or a Linux. I'm going to choose the Linux. Here you can see Debian, Ubuntu, all those things. Just come down. For running the Jenkins, main thing we need is a Jenkins is implemented by using the Java. First, we need to install a Java. So I'm just copying it and pasting it here. Just click on enter. Click on enter Y and click on enter. After Java installation, you can check the which are versions of Java is going to install. Please make sure while installing Java, so many people what they are going to do is they're just going blindly and like me only just opening the internet and click on typing the how to install a Java in Jenkins. Like that they are typing and they are just downloading. Please make sure which version of Java you are installing and which version of Java you implemented the code. That is the main confusion part. If you are using here see, we can see Java 21 is installing. OpenJDK 21 I am going to install now. If I develop the Java application in a OpenJDK 17th or a latest edition, it is not going to work when building the project. Make sure it should be correct. Otherwise, this is the one more headache while doing the projects. Somewhere in locally, everything is working fine. Java application, Docker also working, image is working also fine. But when I deploy in a server, it is going to give some issue with the versions. Please make sure which version you are installing the Java. Don't blindly install anything. See, you can see OpenJDK version 21.0.11 I installed. Okay, now Java is installed successfully. Now I'm going to install Jenkins. For that, they have the two support. One is for a long-term support and a weekly support, weekly release. I'm going to use the long-term support. Now I'm going to I just installing the Java now. You can see all the documents. If it is a this OS, you need to follow these steps to installing the Java. After Jenkins is installed successfully, now just you need to enable the Jenkins and you can start the Jenkins. Now I'm going to copy the enable command and paste it here. Now Jenkins is enabled. Now I'm going to start the Jenkins now. Now if I check the status, you can see it is up and running, active, it's running. Now if I go to the server and copy the public IP and paste it here and add the port 8080, Jenkins is running under a 8080 port. So I'm just 8080 I'm adding. Click on continue. Here is the password path. You just need to copy this file name, file path, copy it and go to the server where you connected to the Jenkins. Here you just need to type cat, sudo cat and paste it here. Now you can see the one file output. You can see. Just copy this one, paste here, click on continue. Now it is asking for installing the suggested plugins or select plugins to install. As a beginner, I suggest to use the install suggested plugins because when you click on this one, no, I will show you what will happen inside. It is going to install the folders and Gradle. These packages, it is plugins. It is going to automatically going to install like Git, pipeline, mail extensions. These are all the plugins. It is going to automatically install. If you select the other option, nothing it is going to install. You need to manually go and install everything. Okay, here you provide the username and password. Full name, mail, continue. Save and finish. Start using Jenkins. Now the Jenkins server is up and running, and I also log into the Jenkins server successfully. You can see it. Here what I'm going to in the Jenkins, what I'm going to write is I'm going to I will show you in a pen. Okay. Okay, in a Jenkins pipeline, what I'm going to do, first step is I am cloning the private repository from the GitHub. Then I'm going to build the project and write the Docker file and push the Docker file to the Docker hub. And this is part by the Jenkins server. Okay, these activities are done by the Jenkins server. Then next step, what in a Jenkins pipeline only, I'm going to SSH to the deployment server and pulling the latest Docker image and running that container, run the container, and I can see my application is deployed successfully. This is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to create a one deployment server. I'm not going to install anything for time being. I'm not going to install anything because when we want to run a Docker means container means we need to install a Docker at least, right, in a deployment server. I will show you when I'm going to install Docker in it, how I am going to install in upcoming videos. For time being, I'm just launching a one deployment server. That's it. Just launch instance. Here I'm giving the deployment server. You can select the operating system. PEM key. Please make sure which PEM key you're choosing because it is going to help a lot when we are writing the pipeline script. It is going to help. Here I'm going to select the existing all. I don't want to extend the storage. 8 GB is enough for me. I'm just clicking on launch instance. Yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap up the day one session. I just created the proper infrastructure manually. I'm doing that. We can do it in a using Terraform. We can do using the cloud formation. You can do, but as a beginner, what I suggest, do it manually. When you're doing manually, right, you will understand everything what you are configuring. Everything you will understand. Then in the upcoming days, I will show how to write the Terraform script for that. I will show you today. What if I want to conclude my session? What I done is I just created a one Jenkins server. I installed the Java and Jenkins in that, and I created a one more deployment server. In the next video, what we are going to do is I am going to create a pipeline script in a Jenkins. There, I'm going to clone the private repo. Thank you for watching this video.